What is up, everybody? Welcome to the video. Today you're finally going to get to see the poker run. If you didn't watch last video, definitely go back and watch it. It was the Cars and Coffee video. I was originally going to include the poker run with the Cars and Coffee, but the Cars and Coffee itself ended up being a 17-minute video, and adding this whole poker run on top of that would have made it a 45-minute video. So I decided to split them up. I think it was best decision just so I can get as much detail of each event into the two separate videos. Before we get started, let me go ahead and explain the rules for the poker run again. There are 5 points on a Facebook page, and they are GPS coordinates. You plug them into Google Maps, and everybody drives to those 5 points. At each point, you draw a card from a deck of cards, and after all 5 points at the end of the day, whoever has the best poker hand wins. So without further ado, let's jump right back into the action. We're going to pick up in the parking lot right after Cars and Coffee, and we're going to be getting our index cards there and starting the poker run. Let's go! We're out here at American Village now. I just got my card for my 3 hands of poker. It's just an index card with 1 through 5 written on it and a couple lines drawn down it. So I get 3 hands, so give me better chances of actually winning some cash prizes here at the end. Under this sweet Michelin umbrella that I got from Cars and Coffee of the Upstate in Greenville, South Carolina a couple years back whenever they were first starting. There's everybody waiting to get their cards. And then we're gonna be on our way. The organizer of the poker run, this is her car, Nikki. Really nice, Sylvia. Probably seen it on Instagram, Facebook somewhere. R34. But she will be the one, along with another volunteer, handing out all the poker cards on today's run. Got all the white GTRs lined up here. What up? I am gonna get out of this rain now though, and pick you back up when we get started. All right, so the poker run has officially started. We are on our way to point number 1, which is at a dam not too far from here. This is our index card for the poker run. Kyle drew this. Your car, bro. He said he purposely misspelled it. But we have 3 hands, so they'll be writing in on each point what kind of card we get, like a king of hearts or like a 2 of diamonds or something like that. So we'll see what we get on the first hand. We'll be drawing 3 cards for each hand. Looking forward to some good hands today, hopefully. I do have this GoPro right here set up. Hopefully it's getting a good view. It is attached to the light though, so it's not really super tight on there. So hopefully it's gonna be getting some good shots, but if not, I'll be holding this one a little bit too and trying to get a few videos of cars going by and stuff like that. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do yet for this video, so we'll see how this one turns out. Glad to have you all along for the ride though. The first couple points we are going to are kind of down here in the city still, so it's really not going to be that interesting. So I'm going to not film too much so I can save some battery life and memory card space for the more interesting points up north. I think 3 or 4 of the points are all up north and the kind of curvy roads where it'll be a lot more interesting, and I'll do a lot more videoing of the drive once we get up that way. Out here at the first poker point, got Kyle drawing cards. We're drawing cards, he's writing them down. Now his job is to reshuffle after every single draw. Silica?
Yeah.
Why?
There's a JP right there, and that he just did.
What did he do?
Tried the power slide going down that way. Was he the one that was doing the burnout at the stoplight?
Well, he was the one playing Fast and Furious music in the parking garage. Good chance he was. My car's being iffy.
I'd hate to disqualify him.
Sputtering a little bit.
Tell us some flack.
Really?
Yeah. That's my car's job. I mean, my car does it too, but I don't mind. Time for that too.
Queen, a 6, and a 3. Queen, a 6, and a 3 is our start. I'm gonna go use the bathroom and head on to point number 2. just to stay away from all these crazy people. I don't want to get in a wreck. The car's sputtering a little bit, and Tim behind me in his GTR said that I was spitting a little bit of black smoke, so hopefully she holds up. I'm gonna see how she does on this second leg, and then maybe diagnose it up there at the second point. Still got everybody rolling in. Give these people a chance to park, and then I'm getting out of here on to the next point. Tim in the white GTR and I are gonna roll out. Everybody else is drawing cards right now. We're gonna head on to point 2, see how the car does. All right, you can lead for now. Off to the next point we go. We're gonna be taking the expressway, so driving's gonna be a little bit boring. I'll film if there's any guys around us on the expressway. But off we go. On the expressway now. I think hopefully my problem might have been I actually had my boost controller turned off. It is on now though. It's an old school HKS electronic valve controller. Definitely need to upgrade that soon and probably go ahead and get a Power SC or a Haltech and get this car properly tuned. You can definitely hear that injector squealing a little bit though whenever we give it gas and get into boost. So that's an issue that definitely still has to be resolved. But we're on our way to point number 2 to draw our second hand of cards. It's gonna start getting a little more scenic now that we're getting out of the city, and once we get off the expressway, it'll get a little bit more interesting. From this view, looking at the back of Tim's car, it just looks like a mirror image of mine. Same Rocket Dancer on there. He's got the Rocket Dancer front lip on there as well though. He also has the Tomei exhaust, I believe, very loud and awesome sounding. Pay our toll and get off the toll road and hit some of the back roads, try to save some time. Just put the head strap on, we're gonna do a little POV. Got some tunnels coming up, so it could get loud. It's kind of hard with the head mount view because I'm so tall. You might all be seeing just a headliner, but I'm trying to squat down a little bit and aim the camera downward, give you guys a good POV. When we go through the tunnel, you're gonna hear nothing but his car. That Tomei on there, that thing is loud. Some protesters always hanging out by the Marine bases. Looks like we have nothing but our guys in front of us, so we should get a good tunnel pull in here with the Supra and the GTR. She did a lot better. No sputtering.
Good.
But I think I lost my poker card. Point number 2. We're gonna go up here and draw 3 more cards for 3 more of our hands. See what we can start. Keep filming my hands in case I lose my card again. This is gonna be my only proof at the end of the run if I lose my card.
Card
So dark. Do the 9 clubs right there with the queen.
9 clubs.
A 4 and a 4.
Yeah, you got it.
I guess it doesn't really matter. Was one of them hearts? Yeah, I'll do the hearts with the heart.
Alright. 4 heart and 4. Oh shit. 4 club.
Is that club or is that spade? I think it's spade, right? This is club?
Yeah. There you go. Boom. Spade.
Sweet.
You are set, sir.
Thank you.
Bam.
Alright, so we are working with possibly a straight on the first hand. Got a 4 and a 6, and then a 4 and a 3, so see what we can pull off. We'll have to see what the next stop brings us. What a nice stop with the Japanese music playing. Really gives it the feel. Point number 2, some of the cars that have arrived. It's not a race or anything, it's not who gets there first, but it's kind of nice to stay ahead of the bigger crowd. The last couple poker runs I've been on, there's been an accident totaling one car, and the other time I think it was savable. That is such a clean Supra. Gonna change the camera angles up onto point 3. I got the GoPro 5 mounted on Tim's car facing the rear. Hopefully we get some good exhaust sound from him and also some good shots of my car. And I have the 4 here mounted on the windshield. pressure on the next card holder to come and let us draw our cards. Drawing some cards.
Still waiting on my review.
Hey, we'll get there. Been moving. There's a surprisingly large amount of people who are very interested in B4s. All right. All right, after point 3, we are working with on the first hand a 9-10 queen. So it'd be nice to get maybe a jack and an 8, or a jack and a king next. The second hand, I got a pair of 6s and a 4, and on the third hand, I got a 3, 4, and 5. So we'll see what we can come up with. Point 4 is coming up next. Take a quick look around at some of the cars here at point number 3, and then we're going to push on to 4. It's fun to hang out and see some of these cars coming in, but I kind of want to get ahead of the crowd. With this weather, it's just going to be best to stay a little bit away from everybody, prevent any accidents. That would be the worst thing, to come out here for this and end up totaling or wrecking the car. Onward we go to point number 4. A little bit of curvy roads, and then we're going to hit some boring roads and pick you back up when we get towards the next dam, which will be a nice little curvy road. I still need to fix that squeaky windshield wiper. I've been meaning to at one of the stops. It's not that the windshield wipers are bad, but this one over here on the right is just not completely seated all the way down, and the metal is just rubbing against the glass up there. Next point, we're gonna try to fix that. I am rocking the 4 on the windshield now. Hopefully it's getting some good video. I mean, that's what I used previously to get in the 5, but it doesn't have the stabilization, so it might be a little bit shaky. I like the 5 for the more handheld and mounting on other people's cars since it's raining, and the 5 is waterproof. Him and his GTR behind us, he is gonna stay behind me this time just to see if he sees any more black smoke coming out the exhaust. Earlier on the way to point 1, when it was sputtering a little bit, he said it was poofing a little bit of black smoke. And for these cars, it's somewhat normal to have black smoke come out, mostly under boost. Every single one of them that I've seen on island does it. But the car seems to be running a lot better right now, so hopefully we do not have any more issues. If you're familiar with Okinawa, and if not, I'll throw up a map here. We are up above Nago right now, driving up the west side of the island, looking out onto the East China Sea. The northern parts of Okinawa are real scenic and beautiful. There's some awesome roads up here to drive. I wish it wasn't raining so we could actually be driving these roads to how they should be, but we're trying to take it easy today just because we do not want to have anything bad happen while we're out trying to have a fun day. Here in a couple miles, we will be taking a right turn and cutting through the middle of the island over to the east side. Up here at the top of the island, I don't think the island's more than 5 or 6 miles wide where we're at. So it will not take very long to get over to the Pacific side. Now we're turning up the road that runs up the Pacific side of the island. This will take us up to where we're gonna take a left here shortly, up to another dam and our 4th checkpoint. That's what it was. That's another thing that happens a lot in Japan, is people just pull over anywhere they want on the side of the road, and the cops will just go on by most of the time. There's no like repercussions for doing that. You want to park, just pull over and park on the side of the road and block half the road. Thank goodness those other people took the other way, and we can open it up a little bit. Gotta keep it careful. And we might be detoured, that might be why. I don't know if we can get up and around this way or not, we'll see. Yeah, it actually looks like we'll be able to. A lot of the roads here are also made with coral, so the roads are very slippery. card holder again. Waiting on Brandon and his single turbo Burgundy R32. Good crowd already out here though. A lot of the Japanese muscle cars and the Nova with the American muscle. GTR is doing well, no issues since that first point. Been cruising with Tim, trying to keep away from most of the people. That's Celica pulling in now. Almost lost it at one of the previous points. Nick and his R33 having a little clutch trouble. How's she doing?
She's running all right. Well, not really, but...
Not really, I'm completely lying, but...
Yeah, clutch is...
Just the clutch there. Supra's rolling in. Here is the landmark here for point 4, this big old dam. Some beautiful places here in Okinawa. Here comes the card holder, I believe. We've been waiting here at point 4 for a while now. It looks like everybody's finally caught up, so hopefully we can draw some cards here in just a minute. Point 4 card pull. And a king, yes. Good pull, good pull. All right, we need a jack on the last pull to complete a straight. Got a pair of 4s and a pair of 6s in the middle one. And a 3, 4, 5, 7. We could use a 6 on the last one and have a straight there as well. So it all comes down to the last pull. Bye.
In 1.8 miles, turn left onto 70.
People arriving late. Now we're riding along the east side of the island, looking at the Pacific Ocean. I don't know if you guys can see the view. The Pacific Ocean is right down there. We're about to cross over a big bridge. This weather is not getting better. Right down there, we're up high on some cliffs, but there's the Pacific Ocean. Made it out here 2.5 now, waiting on everybody else to show up. Some people starting to show up, as you can see, but I expect it's going to be a little while before the whole crowd's here. Looks like we have about everybody here. We're gonna be drawing cards here shortly. See if we can win something. So what we ended up with, hand number one, I needed a jack. Did not pull a jack. So pretty much nothing there on that first hand. But the middle hand, I do have a full house with 3 of a kind 4s and a pair of 6s. And the last hand was almost something good too, but ended up being nothing except a pair of 4s. Almost had a straight on the first and third hand, but it'll be a full house with the middle hand for my best hand. Everybody else out here drawing their last card. 2 lines, one with Kyle, one with Nikki over here.
Mine's better.
Kyle's line's better. It did all right for me, I guess.
My line actually deals aces though.
Tim, what you need?
I need a 3, 2, or an ace.
And I got a jack.
I needed that.
It's the first high card I've pulled off that review.
I just got moved in, so I'm good to start doing some more videos here soon.
Yeah?
This is like the first real one I've done. First place?
First place.
Sick.
He's got a full
Yeah,
house, dude.
Damn it. Full house. What did I win?
You about to find
Dildo.
out?
No, I'm just
Some
kidding.
money?
Honey?
Stacks, dude.
Maybe you can recover
A
from the
dildo
RV swap
shift
now.
knob?
It's actually a tap shifter.
You got a sex toy!
Open it up. Open it up. Check it out. You gotta show people.
Tires on this, dude.
Support the
Not
dude.
drop it.
Please don't drop
It comes pre-lube. Be careful.
Oh, that's nice.
That is
Like,
cool.
I'll hold the box of money.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh my god.
Pretty sweet.
Tried it out before.
What are you talking about? Evan did it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Dude, it's
Blessed by the
fucking
drip God himself.
That should just be your hardware.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Authenticity card. How much money you got, man?
I don't know, how much do I have?
Somewhere in
Count
the
it?
neighborhood of like $417.
Somewhere in the neighborhood, or is that about it?
Hottest
That's an
fucking
exact
number
number.
for a product.
exact number.
That's
Somewhere
exactly at
right?
$417.
Awesome.
The full pot was about $835. So we split that up between 50, 30, and 20.
Thanks for putting it on.
Alright, second place.
Second place.
Second place.
I'm not.
Second place. Yeah, I'm on the money.
Because I'm gonna set up.
Second place.
Where do I ring?
Might want to go, dude.
Where do I ring? Yeah.
You got a straight.
I had a straight.
I got a flush.
He had a flush.
I have a flush.
There's a flush and a straight.
Third.
Flush beats straight.
Yeah.
But what about him?
He's got a straight.
Flush beats straight.
Flush beats straight.
So you're third. Alright. Third place.
Wait, where's second?
Second
He was
place.
second.
That guy with another full house.
It's probably like $150 some.
Ish.
In ones. How much was
All ones. All stripper
Because he
money.
needs a Oh new bumper. yeah.
Nice. Sick. So how about that? Won the whole poker run. That's awesome. $417. And this pretty sweet Grip Royal shift knob. Might have to throw that on for a while and see how it looks on there. Got about a 2-hour drive back home, so we're gonna head to the house and I will wrap the video up when we get there. Home sweet home. Poker runs are fun, but I miss you. I won the race. I was making a video of a race today and I won. I won. Megan, YouTube wants you to say a few words. Just give us something. Say hey.
Hey, I have no makeup on. Why is this happening right now?
Sorry. YouTube wants you to say stuff, so there it is. We're gonna do a Q&A with YouTube as well. They want all three of us to sit down and do a Q&A. So that's gonna happen in the future. Here, let mommy hold you again for a second. Let me show you my prize. Look what I got for winning the race.
Thank you.
Hey, that's a shift knob.
Yeah.
It's a funny looking shift knob.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice one though.
Yeah.
I won that and money.
Oh.
The GTR did it.
Yeah.
He's grinding gears.
Just like mama. So that is the shift knob I won. Pretty crazy looking design. It's definitely a higher end shift knob. Not completely my style, but I think I'll throw it on the GTR just to see how it feels. So we started off the morning with a completely clean GTR. It actually doesn't look so dirty right here in the light, but it definitely did get dirty. The rear looks ridiculously dirty in the sun. I don't know if you'll be able to tell right here. Covered in dirt and grime and exhaust. But we are home, super happy to be back. It was a long day. I think I left this morning around 9 or 9:30 and it's almost 9 o'clock now. So that was a 12-hour day of car stuff. Cars and coffee was awesome. Even with the rain, we got to go over to the Hambytown parking garage and had a good time there. And then the poker run got started a little bit late, but it turned out to be a really fun time. It took a little bit longer at a few of the points just because a lot of people had to play catch up. We were ahead of the pack most of the time just because I wanted to keep a little distance between people just to make sure we don't have any accidents, and I wanted to get ahead of people so I could video people coming in, especially there at that last point around that corner. Definitely got some good footage there of everybody flying in. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm guessing it's probably a long one. I'm about to go in there and start editing some footage, but I know you guys enjoy long videos whenever it is actually worth it and there's stuff worth videoing, and I definitely think this one was worth it. So much stuff out there today, so many different cars, and it was just a really awesome time. Before I let you guys go, I did want to thank Nikki for putting the poker run together. I'll leave her Instagram in the description so you can go follow her. She's got the really nice Sylvia, and she always puts these things together, and they're a success all the time, and she's always got a nice big pot of money for the win. Everybody paid, I think it was $15 a hand, and then $5 for extra hands from that. So we had a nice pot at the end. I won $417. Second place won a couple $100, and third place won I think $150 or $100. So thanks Nikki for putting that together, and thanks Kyle and Brandon for being dealers. I appreciate you guys doing that. I know most people, you know, they actually want to go and do the poker run, but I appreciate you guys being dealers. That was really awesome. Oh, and thanks Eric for putting together Cars and Coffee. He always manages to put that together, and we always have a good time. Even with the rain, he was able to hook us up with a good spot, and we had a good time. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for the support, and as always, thanks for watching.